Hey, have you ever wondered about the winter temperatures in France? It seems like such a diverse country, so I bet the temperatures vary quite a bit. Oh, absolutely. France has a wide range of climates, from the Mediterranean in the south to the continental climate in the central and eastern regions. Winter temperatures can be quite different depending on where you are. True, I've heard that the south, especially the French Riviera, tends to have milder winters. Do you happen to know the average temperatures there during winter? Yes, in the French Riviera, winters are generally mild, with average temperatures ranging from 10 to 15 degrees Celsius, 50 to 59 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not uncommon for temperatures to stay above freezing even in the coldest months. That sounds pleasant. What about the central and eastern regions? I imagine they experience colder winters. Absolutely. In regions like Alsace, Lorraine, and Burgundy, you can expect colder winters with average temperatures ranging from 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, 32 to 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Snowfall is more common in these areas, creating a picturesque winter landscape. Interesting. And what about Paris? It's in the northern part of the country, right? Yes, Paris has a temperate oceanic climate. Winters in Paris are relatively mild compared to some other European cities at similar latitudes. Average temperatures in winter range from 3 to 7 degrees Celsius, 37 to 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Snow is not uncommon, but it doesn't usually last long. I've always dreamt of experiencing a winter in Paris. It sounds magical with the potential for snow. But what about the mountainous regions like the Alps? Ah, the Alps. Winter in the French Alps is a whole different story. The temperatures can drop significantly, and snowfall is abundant. In places like Chamonix, known for its ski resorts, winter temperatures can range from -2 to -7 degrees Celsius, 28 to 19 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, that's quite chilly. It must be a paradise for winter sports enthusiasts, though. I've heard about the French Christmas markets. Do they play a significant role in winter activities? Absolutely. Christmas markets are a big part of winter culture in France. Cities like Strasbourg and Colmar in the Alsace region are famous for their enchanting Christmas markets. The festive atmosphere, with lights, decorations, and the aroma of mulled wine and pastries, makes it a wonderful experience. That sounds amazing. I can imagine strolling through the markets with the snow falling gently. Are there any other unique winter traditions or festivals in France? Well, there's also the celebration of Epiphany, known as La Galette des Rois, or the King Cake. It's a pastry traditionally eaten in January to celebrate the arrival of the three kings. People gather, share the cake, and whoever finds the hidden charm becomes the king for the day. That sounds like a fun tradition. So, overall, it seems like winter in France offers a variety of experiences, from mild and festive in the south to colder and snowier in the central and mountainous regions. Absolutely. Whether you prefer a cozy winter in a charming town, hitting the slopes in the Alps, or enjoying the festive atmosphere in the cities, France has something for everyone during the winter months. Thanks for the detailed insights. It's fascinating how the climate varies across different regions in France. I'll definitely keep all this in mind when planning a winter trip. You're welcome. If you ever decide to visit during winter, I'm sure you'll have a fantastic time exploring the diverse landscapes and experiencing the unique winter traditions in France. I'm particularly intrigued by the idea of exploring the French countryside during winter. It must be a different kind of beauty compared to the other seasons. Absolutely. The rural areas of France, especially in regions like Provence and Normandy, take on a serene and peaceful atmosphere during winter. The landscapes transform with frost-covered fields and vineyards, creating a picturesque scene. That sounds like a scene from a postcard. Are there any specific regions you would recommend for someone looking to experience a more traditional and rustic winter in France? For a more traditional and rustic winter experience, I would recommend exploring the villages in the French Alps or the Pyrenees. These areas offer not only stunning natural beauty, but also a chance to immerse yourself in the local culture. The wooden chalets, snow-covered rooftops, and the warmth of the community make it a charming experience. I can imagine sitting by a fireplace in a cozy chalet, surrounded by snow-covered mountains. It sounds like a dream. Now, when it comes to winter activities, besides skiing, are there other popular outdoor pursuits? Definitely. Winter sports are a big draw, but there are also activities like snowshoeing and winter hiking that allow you to explore the pristine winter landscapes. Additionally, some regions offer dog sledding and even hot air balloon rides, providing unique perspectives of the winter scenery. Dog sledding in the French countryside sounds like an unforgettable experience. And hot air balloon rides must offer breathtaking views. Are there any specific places known for these activities? Yes, for dog sledding, you might want to check out places like the Vercors Regional Natural Park or the Queyras Regional Natural Park in the French Alps. As for hot air balloon rides, regions like the Loire Valley and Provence offer spectacular views, especially with vineyards and castles blanketed in snow. Those are great recommendations. I'm jotting them down for future travel plans. It's amazing how diverse the winter experiences are in France, from cultural festivals to outdoor adventures. Absolutely. That diversity is one of the reasons why France remains a popular destination year-round. Winter brings a unique charm that allows you to see the country in a different light. Speaking of different lights, are there any specific places in France where you can witness the northern lights during winter? The northern lights, or the aurora borealis, are more commonly associated with northern regions like Scandinavia. While it's rare to see them in France, there have been occasional sightings in the northernmost parts, especially in regions bordering Belgium and Luxembourg. However, for a more reliable northern lights experience, other destinations might be a better choice. That makes sense. It's good to know that France, while diverse, may not offer the same northern lights experience as some other northern destinations. I appreciate your insights. This conversation has been incredibly informative. I'm glad I could help. If you ever have more questions or decide to plan that winter trip to France, feel free to reach out. Winter in France is truly a magical experience, and I hope you get to enjoy it someday. Thank you so much. I'm feeling inspired to start planning now. Winter in France sounds like a journey filled with warmth, adventure, and unforgettable moments. I'm thrilled to hear that you are feeling inspired. Planning a winter trip to France is a fantastic idea, and you'll find plenty of options to tailor your experience to your preferences. Whether you're drawn to the vibrant city life, the tranquility of the countryside, or the adrenaline of winter sports, France has it all. Absolutely. It seems like there is something for everyone, no matter their interests. I'm also curious about the local cuisine during the winter months. Are there any seasonal dishes that are particularly popular? Winter in France brings its own culinary delights. You can indulge in hearty stews, like the famous coq au vin or beef bourguignon, which are perfect for warming up on chilly evenings. Cheese fondue is also a winter favorite, especially in the alpine regions, and it's a communal and cozy dining experience. Those sound delicious. I can imagine enjoying a warm bowl of coq au vin after a day of exploring the winter landscapes. And cheese fondue in the Alps sounds like a must-try experience. What about desserts? Are there any special winter treats? Absolutely. One winter treat you can't miss is the galette de roi, which I mentioned earlier. It's a puff pastry filled with almond cream, often enjoyed around the Epiphany celebration. Another delightful winter dessert is the Mont Blanc, a chestnut cream-filled pastry that's both rich and satisfying. Galette de roi and Mont Blanc, noted. I'll definitely be on the lookout for those. French pastries are already a weakness of mine, so trying them in a winter setting sounds even more enticing. Are there any specific regions known for their winter culinary specialties? Each region in France has its own winter culinary specialties, adding to the richness and diversity of the country's food culture. In the Alsace region, for instance, you'll find a strong influence of German traditions with dishes like Choucroute garni, a sauerkraut dish with various meats. That's fascinating. It seems like the regional differences extend beyond just the climate. Exploring the culinary landscape in each region sounds like a delicious adventure in itself. I'll definitely be planning my meals accordingly. That's the spirit. French cuisine is renowned worldwide, and experiencing it in the context of winter adds an extra layer of charm. Whether you're savoring a hearty meal in a mountain chalet or enjoying a delicate pastry in a charming patisserie, each bite is a journey into the heart of French culinary traditions. I can't wait to embark on that culinary journey. It's been wonderful learning about the winter experiences in France, from the diverse climates to the cultural traditions and, of course, the delicious food. I appreciate your time and expertise in sharing all these details. It's been my pleasure. If you ever have more questions or need assistance with your travel plans, feel free to reach out. Winter in France is a magical time, and I'm sure you'll create lasting memories. Bon voyage, and enjoy your winter adventure in France. Thank you so much. I'm feeling more excited than ever to plan this winter trip to France. Before we wrap up, is there anything else about winter in France that you think I should know? Well, one thing to keep in mind is that while winter in France can be magical, it's also a popular time for various festivals and events. If you enjoy cultural celebrations, you might want to align your visit with events like the Nice Carnival on the French Riviera or the Festival of Lights in Lyon. That's a great tip. Attending local festivals sounds like a fantastic way to immerse myself in the winter spirit of France. I'll make sure to check the event calendars and plan accordingly. Anything else? If you're into winter sports, make sure to explore the ski resorts in the French Alps. Whether you're a seasoned skier or a beginner, there are options for everyone. The combination of breathtaking mountain scenery and exhilarating slopes is truly something special. Skiing in the French Alps is definitely on my bucket list. The thought of gliding down the slopes surrounded by snow-covered peaks is incredibly appealing. I'll make sure to include that in my itinerary. Excellent choice. The French Alps offer some of the best skiing experiences in the world. And if you're not into skiing, the winter landscapes are perfect for other activities like snowboarding, snowshoeing, or even just enjoying a cozy day in a mountain chalet. It sounds like there is so much to do and explore. I appreciate all these insights. You've been incredibly helpful. I'm feeling much more confident about planning my winter adventure in France. I'm glad to hear that. France is a treasure trove of experiences, and I'm sure your winter trip will be filled with moments of joy, discovery, and perhaps a few surprises along the way. If you have any more questions in the future, feel free to reach out. Safe travels and bon voyage. Thank you once again. I'll definitely keep that in mind. I'm counting down the days until I get to experience the enchanting winter wonders of France. Until then, take care. You're very welcome. Take care as well, and I look forward to hearing about your winter adventures in France. I'll be sure to share my experiences. Until then, take care, and thank you again for all the valuable information. I'm off to start planning this exciting winter journey in France. My pleasure. Feel free to reach out anytime. Bon voyage, and may your winter trip to France be filled with unforgettable moments and beautiful discoveries. Safe travels.